Hello guys, I've teamed up with Alex of Jaywalker channel to bring you a comparo between these two hot and off-roady 4x4 pickup trucks. I brought the Isuzu DMAX LSE 4x4.
And I brought the Ford Ranger FX4 MAX.
Which of these two lifestyle 4x4 pickup trucks shall prevail? It's time for us to find out. Let's do this! Do you drive a diesel SUV or maybe a diesel sport truck? Well, I'm here to talk to you about your engine oil. If the engine is the heart of a vehicle, well then the motor oil is its lifeblood. It helps lubricate moving parts, removes impurities, and helps the engine withstand heat damage. Now when it comes to these turbo diesel engines, the quality of motor oil is even more important because of the higher compression ratio of diesel engines versus their gasoline counterparts. The motor oil has to be able to withstand the tremendous heat and pressure that a turbo diesel engine generates. That's why for diesel SUVs and diesel sport pickup trucks, I trust Caltex Delosport's fully synthetic motor oil. Caltex Delosport's is specially formulated for common rail turbo diesel engines. It's a fully synthetic motor oil that helps preserve full power and performance while prolonging your engine's life. So if you trust Caltex with your fuel, trust them with your motor oil. Back to you, Reagan. Hello guys, I'm Reagan and welcome back to another truck comparo. This time I've teamed up with Alex of Jaywalker. Subscribe to his channel guys to do this truck comparo. Now special thanks to Isuzu Philippines for lending me the Isuzu DMAX LSE 4x4 for this week.
And special thanks to Ford Philippines for lending me the Ford Ranger FX4 MAX.
Hey, you know bro, I was supposed to do a full review of this Isuzu DMAX LSE 4x4, but it's a good thing that you told me that you have the Ranger FX4 MAX as well. Now this is one truck comparo that I wouldn't want to miss.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, so if you want a full review of both the FX4 MAX and the DMAX LSE 4x4, I'll put their video link in my description below. Now, Alex would also have his own video of this truck comparo in his channel, so it would be good if you head over there and watch that video as well. So bro, are you ready?
Let's do this.
Awesome! Now, just like my other comparos, we will put these two trucks against each other in the following categories: price, exterior looks, interior cabin materials quality, tech and safety, payload and towing capacity instead of space, and of course the drive both on-road and off-road. At the end of the video, we will find out which of these two trucks is the best one for you.
Turn up. Let's go.
Both of these trucks were released just last March 2021, and both of them even have the word MAX in their names. Now, the Ford Ranger FX4 MAX has a retail price of 1,758,000 Philippine pesos, while the top-spec Isuzu DMAX LSE 4x4 retails for 1,825,000 Philippine pesos. Now, their pricing is practically neck to neck, but since the Ranger FX4 MAX has a lower retail price by 67,000 Philippine pesos, it takes 5 points, while the Isuzu DMAX LSE 4x4 takes 4 points in the price category.
Turn up. Let's go.
The Ford Ranger FX4 MAX may be on an older platform, but it still looks rugged and macho. It gets Ford's Super Truck front grille here and those yummy-looking 32-inch BF Goodrich tires. The sports bar at the pickup truck bed also adds to its rugged appeal. So because the Ford Ranger FX4 MAX looks and performs like a true off-road pickup, it takes 5 points in the looks category. The Isuzu D-MAX has been fully updated for this year. It gets these gorgeous LED headlights, but the design of the 18-inch alloy wheels are a love it or hate it affair. It also doesn't get too much off-roady embellishments here on the body, save for that 4x4 sticker found on the truck bed. So because the Isuzu D-MAX looks more like your regular run-of-the-mill workhorse pickup truck, it only takes 4 points in the looks category.
Turn up. Let's go.
The Ranger FX4 MAX has a decent cabin for a truck, and it also boasts having one of the roomiest cabin in the category. Now, it gets leather seats here with an FX4 MAX trim, and it also has a leather-wrapped steering wheel. Now, it's an older cabin, that's true, but the materials have held up pretty well. However, we do get a lot more plastics here and there, so because of that, well, the Ranger FX4 MAX takes 4 points in the cabin materials category. The top-spec Isuzu D-MAX LSE 4x4 gets brown leather seats here, as well as brown leather on the top of the dashboard, as well as your door cards. You also get a leather-wrapped steering wheel here, and for a pickup truck, you get a lot of soft-touch materials and stitched leather. Now, the fit and finish is also quite tight. So because the D-MAX has this nice-looking brown leather seats, as well as the brown leather found all over the cabin, well, it takes 5 points in the cabin materials category.
Turn up. Let's go.
The Ford Ranger FX4 MAX gets the same 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system that can be found in the entire Ranger lineup. It also has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but it misses out on a reverse camera. Now, when it comes to its safety bits, the Ranger FX4 MAX is a little bit short as well. We only have a couple of airbags here, ABS with EBD, and stability control. So because the safety bits are a bit lacking and the tech is a little bit outdated, well, this Ranger FX4 MAX can only do 3 points in the tech and safety category. When it comes to the tech and safety, the Isuzu DMAX LSE 4x4 automatic has the advantage of being the newer contender in this comparo. As such, we get a 10.1-inch touchscreen infotainment system that comes with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, a reverse camera, and a clinometer. Now, when it comes to the safety bits, the D-MAX has also got the Ranger FX4 MAX beat because we get 7 airbags here, plus all of the passive and active safety features that you are now seeing on your screen. So because this all-new Isuzu DMAX LSE 4x4 automatic has better tech and more safety, it takes 5 points in the tech and safety category.
Turn up. Let's go.
The Ford Ranger FX4 MAX is a hardcore off-roader, but it's also a capable workhorse. Its maximum payload capacity stands at 981 kilograms, while its maximum brake towing capacity is 3,500 kilos. However, since the maximum payload capacity of this thing did not breach 1,000 kilograms, it can only do 4 points in the towing and payload category. Now, the Isuzu D-MAX looks more like a workhorse pickup truck rather than a lifestyle truck, and the same can be applied to its towing and payload capacities. The towing capacity of the D-MAX is the same as the Ranger FX4 MAX, which stands at 3,500 kilos brake towing capacity, but it pulls ahead when it comes to the maximum payload capacity. You see, the D-MAX can haul a maximum payload of 1,070 kilograms, which is nearly 100 kilos heavier than the Ranger FX4 MAX. So because the D-MAX can haul more stuff and heavier loads, well, it takes 5 points in the towing and payload category.
Turn up. Let's go.
The Isuzu D-MAX LSE has good on-road manners and it's quite comfortable for a pickup truck. However, the engine noise is a little bit louder than that of the Ranger FX4 MAX, and despite being the newer model, well, this D-MAX LSE has a lower power output than its contender. The D-MAX LSE can only do 187 horsepower and 450 Newton meters of torque. The 6-speed automatic transmission is also 4 gears less than its competitor. On the rough trails, the fact that the D-MAX LSE 4x4 automatic does not get a rear locking differential means that it cannot take on more challenging off-road trails. Its 4x4 capability is only limited to job sites, farms, or even forest trails. Now, the fact that the D-MAX gets a lower power output, plus it has a lesser off-road capability versus the Ranger FX4 MAX, well, the D-MAX LSE 4x4 only takes 4 points in the driving category. The Ranger FX4 MAX may be due for an all-new model change, but when it comes to its driving performance, it's still way ahead of its competitor. It gets a 2-liter bi-turbo diesel engine that puts out 210 horsepower and 500 Newton meters of torque. It also has a more economical 10-speed automatic transmission. Now, highway sprints are effortless when it comes to the Ford Ranger FX4 MAX, and the engine doesn't even sound too strained. On the off-road trail, the Ford Ranger FX4 MAX pulls ahead even further. It has a rear differential lock, so that means it can take on more challenging parts of the off-road trail without getting stuck. It also has beefier 32-inch BF Goodrich tires here that can take on a rocky trail much better, and it can help protect the 17-inch alloy wheels from damage. So because the Ford Ranger FX4 MAX has a more well-rounded approach when it comes to on-road and off-road driving, it takes 5 points in the drive category.
Turn it up. Let's go.
Since we're out here in the mountains, it would seem that the Ford Ranger FX4 MAX has the edge. However, if you look at our point system, you'll see that the all-new Isuzu DMAX LSE 4x4 takes the win in this truck comparo with 27 overall points versus the Ford Ranger FX4 MAX 26 points. True, the Ranger FX4 MAX is the more capable off-roader, but both of these trucks will spend 90% of their time on paved roads. On civilized streets, the Isuzu DMAX LSE 4x4's better tech, safety, and higher payload capacity makes it the more practical daily driver. Anyway guys, thank you again to Alex of Jaywalker channel for bringing over the Ford Ranger FX4 MAX to make this truck comparo happen. Please subscribe to his channel if you haven't already, and well, we hope that you guys enjoyed this truck comparo, and until our next one, thanks for watching. Bye bro.